You openly fired R-Truth. You let him go from the company. And it took people on social media telling you that this man deserves to be there. Your own locker room's morale decreased because you let him go and you didn't see value in him. After dedicating so many years to that company, you let him go. And it didn't mean not a damn thing. And Triple K wants to sit up there on that fucking post-show media scrum and say, oh, it was always part of the plan. Nigga, bullshit. I don't expect anyone who's non-black or brown to understand this video. I don't. Because what I'm about to say is going to be super, super triggering. And the crazy part is, why would you understand? Why would you understand this video when you have people that look like you that's been at the forefront for decades? You got your Stone Cold Steve Austins. You got your Hulk Hogans. You got your Goldbergs, right? You got your Bret the Hitman Hart. You got your Shawn Michaels, right? Let's go to another generation. You got your Undertakers. You got your Kanes. You got your John Cenas. You got your Randy Ortons. You have had plenty of representation. You've had plenty of people that have been at the forefront for years, right? But why should someone who's of a different skin color or pigmentation suffer because of what they look like, right? Why should they not be pushed to the forefront because of what they look like, because of where they come from, because of the way they talk, right? So much blatant racism and prejudice has been displayed throughout the WWE, and I'm about tired of it. I am tired of waiting for these young men to get opportunities. I'm tired of trying to be patient with Triple K because he's not booking black stars properly on the main roster. I'm tired of them being let go because they're not worthy to be there, quote unquote, by the company. Do you not understand what that's like? To see people that look like you, that could be an inspiration to you, that are not being booked properly and not being pushed to the forefront. Why is that? Why is this a thing? Why should this be a thing? A lot of us watch pro wrestling because we try to escape the hardships of reality, to watch something that we love and to see the same thing play out on TV. It's unnecessary. It's actually pathetic, right? You have young men on the main roster by the names of Carmelo Hayes, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Xavier Woods, right? Kofi Kingston's up there in age. But guess what? His entire career has been undermining as well. When you look at these PLEs and see that not one single black male star has been on a major PLE in years, that is a glaring issue. And no, I don't count Saturday Night's Main Event with R-Truth. No. That is a glorified house show. And a lot of you are like, oh, well, what about Carmelo Hayes? He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. What the fuck has that pointless Battle Royale done for anybody? A lot of people that won that Battle Royale are not even with the company right now. Be so fucking for real. Oh, the New Day was on WrestleMania. They won the tag team titles. Oh, and where are those tag team titles now? On the Judgment Day, right? And that reign was absolutely insignificant and pathetic. You put the titles, let me give you the landscape of current day of what's going on right now. You had the New Day win the WWE World Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania. But prior to that, they had one of the greatest heel turns back in December when they turned on Big E. Probably top 10 heel turn of the modern era. And you did nothing with it. You let them sit, you let them flounder, you didn't do nothing with them, and then you put them against, Alpha Academy and the War Raiders, and did nothing with them. You did absolutely nothing with them. They lost all momentum, and you put them on a match that nobody cared about at WrestleMania to win said tag team titles, and you did nothing with the reign. Nothing. They did absolutely nothing. And what happens after that? They lose it, a month and a half later? They lose the titles just like that. And before you know it, that reign didn't mean a damn thing. Nothing at all. Let's move over to SmackDown side. The Street Profits, probably one of the best tag teams you have on your roster, have been floundering, sitting, doing nothing of significance. Nothing. You pair them with Bobby Lashley. Street Profits and Bobby Lashley are a fucking stable. And you would think it would cook, but guess what? They went nowhere. Who that feud with? The Final Testament? And that went nowhere. And Bobby Lashley disappears from the company. You don't use the Street Profits properly. The whole stable disbanded. And then you fast forward. Right? You have the Street Profits not even make a single PLE. They win the tag team titles on a SmackDown. You keep them off of WrestleMania when they should have undisputedly been on WrestleMania. They should have been on their WrestleMania card, hands down. I don't care. You can debate with your daddy. They should have been on the WrestleMania card winning those tag team titles. Soon as they win the tag team titles, you give them no type of PLE exposure. You have them defend their titles on a SmackDown. And not only that, just after 50 some odd days, they lose the tag team titles to the Wyatt Six. Oh, but get this, y'all. The Wyatt Six just won the tag team titles, and they're on SummerSlam as the tag team champions. That's fucking weird. That is fucking weird. And yes, the Street Profits did make the PLE, but guess what? As challengers. As soon as the Street Profits lose the tag team titles, guess what? They're not on the PLE. They have to challenge for them. You see how fucking petty that is? Where I'm from, you peak pettiness. That was fucking petty. That is outright fucking petty. But let's move on to R-Truth, right? Our good boy R-Truth has been there forever. Fucking athletic as shit. One of the most talented wrestlers you got in that locker room. And yet, this man couldn't even have a proper career. This man is a world championship material wrestler. He could have been world champ by now. Easily. But you use him as a comedic act. That's what I don't understand. A lot of black wrestlers that you bring in, you either make them a joke, a comedic act, or very underwhelming. You don't give a fuck about black wrestlers. You openly fired R-Truth. You let him go from the company. And it took people on social media telling you that this man deserves to be there. Your own locker room's morale decreased because you let him go and you didn't see value in him. After dedicating so many years to that company, you let him go. And it didn't mean not a damn thing. And Triple K wants to sit up there on that fucking post-show media scrum and say, oh, it was always part of the plan. Nigga, bullshit. That is absolute, but I absolutely hate when people and corporations actively lie to your face like we stupid as fuck. You didn't have not any plan to bring back R-Truth until it went against your image. You look like a dumbass and you brought him back because everybody was pressuring you for it, even your own superstars in the back. You bring back R-Truth and try to rebrand him as Ron Killings. I'm pretty sure he had a say in that. And guess where R-Truth is right now, y'all? Guess what he's doing? Nothing. You would have thought he would have been in a programming with John Cena, by the way, they brought him back. But guess what they did? They had him cut off his hair, rebrand himself as Ron Killings, which, by the way, they went back on because now he's R-Truth again. And this man is not even on TV. Not even on TV. Bruh. This is the definition of you got me fucked up. And I peep everything. I watch everything. This shit is not funny. This is not a game. This is blatant racism and prejudice. Like, you think that black superstars are so worthless that you don't do anything with them. And then you give them consolation prizes just to get people to shut the fuck up. Dumb as hell. At this big age for R-Truth, for him to be letting you know that, hey, I'm ready to work, I'm willing to work, and you don't do anything with him. You just treat him like a joke, sit him in the back, just to get people to shut the fuck up. That to me is a slap in the face to everybody. And that brings me to Carmelo Hayes. You had Carmelo Hayes in NXT as the man, as your 1A or 1B, whatever he was 1A and 1B with Braun Breaker. This man was carried NXT 2.0. That terrible NXT 2.0 rebrand that Vince tried to force on us. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker carried that brand. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker were your two top faces of that brand. You bring Braun Breaker up, you bring Carmelo Hayes up at the same time. Let me insert Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria in this as well, because you guys have heard me speak on this before, but I'm going to say it again. You bring up Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria at the same time. Okay, cool. Carmelo Hayes is your first round draft pick. He is your first round draft pick of SmackDown. You put him in a match against Cody Rhodes. Okay, cool. Give him some showcasing. Give him some exposure. Down the line, you put him in a best of 7 series with Andrade. Okay, cool. Fine. That's great. They have banger matches. The series never concluded, by the way, because the last match ended in what, a no DQ or something like that. It never got concluded. Never got concluded. And then him, Andrade, Shinsuke, and LA Knight contend for the U.S. title match. You bring Shinsuke back out of nowhere after Shinsuke hasn't done a damn thing on that roster, right? And I don't know how long. You give the U.S. title to Shinsuke Nakamura when Carmelo Hayes was right there in your face. But yet, get this, Braun Breaker wins the IC title. Already Intercontinental Champion. Tiffany Stratton winning the Money in the Bank briefcase for the women. Lyra Valkyria, her boring ass at the time, won a women's women's IC title match, becomes women's IC champion. And Carmelo Hayes is struggling to find TV time. Struggling to find TV time. Right? And guess what? Get this. That's not even the best part. Braun Breaker loses his title, but gets the IC title back. He's now a 2-time Intercontinental Champion at that point. Right? Oh, you think that's done. You think that's over. You think that's over. No. Braun Breaker actually lost his IC title at WrestleMania, and now he's in a high programming with Seth Rollins' stable, positioned as the top dog now, and going against Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Where's Carmelo Hayes? Let me tell you something. Carmelo Hayes has not made a single PLE. He has not been on any single PLE. Not even a championship match. This man can't even win a singles match. And you actively pair this man with The Miz like that's going to do some shit. You give him the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal as if that means a damn thing these days. Those Battle Memorials don't mean shit. Bronson Reed won that Battle Royal. But it took him a minute to get into some programming with the Bloodline, and now he's in Seth's stable. But guess what? Where's Carmelo Hayes at? Where's Carmelo Hayes? You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying here? You see how fucked up this shit is? Carmelo Hayes, someone who is talented as he is, cannot find TV time, cannot make a PLE, cannot find like this man. He can't have any. This man is positioned as a loser. Everybody's calling him new Ricochet 2.0. Do you know how disrespectful that is? For you to be wasting him on the main roster because you see him as a short guy who's not as tall as Braun Breaker, who's not as built as Braun Breaker, but athletic as hell, has charisma, can give you a 5-star match, and you do nothing with him? Triple H is racist. I have given Triple H the benefit of the doubt too long. I have tried to give Triple H time. I've tried to give him the opportunity to prove that he is not. But at this point, especially when it comes to the men, this man does not know how to book black men on the main roster. He does not. It is in your face. It is blatantly in your face. He does not know how to book black men. He doesn't care to book black men. He doesn't care. This man does not give two shits about black men on the main roster. All he cares about is positioning his Braun Breaker, right? Triple H or Triple K is proving everybody right. He is proving everybody right. And it's been said with Vince and Triple H, would you rather have a rapist or a racist? And that's the case we're in right now. Triple H doesn't give a damn about Carmelo Hayes. He doesn't give a damn about R-Truth, the Street Profits, the New Day. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about Ashanti, the Adonis, like everybody down in NXT. And let me tell you something for those who are trying to defend all this with, oh, what about NXT? NXT is a developmental brand. NXT is a fucking developmental brand. It is not where the main players are showcased. So I don't give a fuck if Obafemi's holding the title. I don't give a fuck if Trick is TNA champion. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Let them come to that main roster and see if they're booked the same way under Triple H. Let's wait and see. Give it time. Give it time. Let's see if they become world champion on the main roster, right? Everything is given to you. Everything is shown to you on TV. You just have to watch. You have to pay attention. Everything is given to you. And everybody wants to sit up here and say, oh, well, you're complaining too much. Oh my God, if you don't like it, watch something else. That is the equivalent of saying, if you don't like your country, fucking leave, as if you were here first. This racism of this country is pissing me off. This is one of the reasons why I am not watching WWE fully through. This is one of the reasons why I can't even pay attention to it, because God forbid a black man gets a proper push in that company. It's very much racism at this point. I don't care. I said what I said, and I'm standing 10 toes down on that. Everybody bringing up Naomi and Jade Cargill and Bianca. Let me tell you something. If it were up to y'all, they wouldn't even be in the position that they're in right now. But this is my stance on the company right now. This is what I'm venting. And I don't care who has an issue with it. If you have an issue with it, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Find you something safe to do. Like, for real. But that's all I have to talk about with this video, because this is actively triggering and pathetic that this is happening current day. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. We need some diversity in that creative room. Because I've seen the creative team. You definitely need some diversity on that creative team. You do. I mean, you need some strong diversity on that creative team. No wonder black men are being booked. No wonder.